That is a beautiful sky right there. That's amazing. We're gonna find a nice place to ground, but we're gonna follow the path of enlightenment as well. It's a beautiful day, but we are going to be taking a look at this cloud thing here, this little streak. So this little streak is a chemtrail, and this chemtrail we're going to look at a little bit later on. So you see the normal clouds there, you're going to see how that cloud is going to end up being something else. That little trail there, you can already see it starting to spread out already. It's going to cause haze in the sky, just like down there. What a mess. But these nice fluffy clouds, those are nice ordinary clouds. Nice ordinary clouds we got going on here. And here, we're in the Calgary area here. The trees are just starting to come to life. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's an old tree too. Sorry for that. That's a nice old tree. We'll keep on working, look for a place to do some grounding. Grounding is important. Very, very important for your life systems. And God knows today we need to ground as much as possible. So we're going to keep on moving here. This smells like a fire, right? This tree here. It smells like a barn, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It smells like cows are peeing over here or something.
You must have put down manure. You must have planted something.
Must be. Must be. Oops, sorry about that, everybody. I'm trying to clean these lenses. Which road we're gonna take?
This one.
Oh, the grass road right here?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm making it here. It's pretty cool. These are like the prairies. Like the prairies. This is what happens when you get yourself out here in the wilderness. Be able to get out here and just take a good walk and find a nice good patch of grass. Just walk in it. That's what you do. You just keep walking in it. Stick your heels down in it first and just keep walking. I need it because I just had surgery on my knee a few months ago, and I noticed that every time that I'm doing grounding, those electrons get into my body, they immediately begin to start affecting my blood. It feels like a lot of the pain goes away. It's pretty cool. Now here we're not around many trees, but we do have good prairie. Away from the city. That's Calgary Airport right there. And we're going to take a look at the sky, and you see how the normal clouds, you see how that other one's starting to disperse, right? So if you don't know anything about chemtrails, there it is right there. It's right there. Another reason why we have to really get close to our Mother Earth here and become a part of what we are and what she is. I gotta go through a little bit of a forest here. You see, springtime has not yet arrived in this little forest, but that's what it's like when you're out here in the wilderness and you You're able to get close to a lot of these trees and stuff, and it's beautiful. Beautiful. And yeah, spending time with nature, it's amazing. We'll come out of this forest here and then start taking a look up the hill again. Getting pretty far up here. It's like a big giant mound. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what this really was, a mound that they converted into a walking spot. Because you know, anytime that they find someplace that's really sacred or a portal, the military sets up shop or puts a golf course on it, then you're not able to traverse it like we're doing right now. But it is fun. It is fun. And this is one of the things that the Coosa Nation State, their school, they have a nationwide school. It's a school and they teach them all about nature and grounding and water, how it's alive. It's another thing that we need to talk about. Teaching about the cycle of plants and the need to commune with our motherly planet. And the great chief over there, Blue Feather, she speaks the mother tongue. So that's another thing that people need to understand about the indigenous ways of life and grounding, is that a lot of our people are beginning to understand and commune in an original language, and it's quite beautiful to see, kind of like out here.
There's also something very interesting about. I'm curious to see what your reaction to it is going to be.
What's that? Go up there a little bit?
Up there.
All right. So we're getting pretty high up, as you can see. Getting pretty high up, and there's the city. That's Calgary way off in the distance there. And then if you can see, way off in the distance, maybe later on, those are mountains. Those are the Rockies, way out there. Yep, those are the Rockies. We're about 45 minutes to an hour away from there, from this spot. And then when you take a look on the east side over here, that's the Saskatchewan area. All of that is prairies. You see no mountains over there at all. This flat land. Pretty cool. Hopefully the camera's going good. Oh, hold on, guys. Let me break off that camera there a little bit. There it is. Yeah, that's a nice picture. Now you can see the Rockies. All right. I'm gonna be just doing everything that we can to try to get people to understand, to get back into nature. I know everybody's worried about this economy and everybody's worried about this war and all the other things that are going on and who's this and who's that. It'll take time to stop worrying and get back out into the indigenous ways of life and do some grounding, right? Grounding can be in grass, be on dirt, sitting next to trees, hugging trees. We have a community member that loves to hug trees. Helping him out down there in North Carolina. Yep. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. And beautiful that you guys are along with us to take these walks and stuff like that. It's really great to be back out west here in the mountainous regions. Look at this rock here. Oh, that rock. Very nice. Now, I don't know what this rock is part of, because it's got a lot of red on it. So if anybody's seen some of the other videos that we did about the mountains and how they look like people. Sometimes that red just isn't iron. Sometimes it's a product of what was left behind from the body. Yep. Take a look at those videos. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. As you can see, that little cloud is starting to spread out a little bit, and soon, if spray enough, it'll be all hazy. What we got up here?
Never mind. It's over there.
It's over there a little further.
Yeah.
See, that's another mountain over there. See that?
Yeah.
It's hiding. We got a lot of mountains. Some mountains over here too. Now, go around over here. He's taking us to another mountain type thing. Looks like this is a mound on top of a mound. And that's the thing. What they did without people, that's another mound over there, is that they get us so twisted with our heritage and the things that we are. We have to really dig deep to learn what our sacred sites look like today. We're on top of a mound, on top of a mound, as you can see. Pretty cool. Yeah. It's pretty cool. So where did you say the prairie is, Ronnie?
That way.
On that way? So on top of the other mound, it was a little bit higher up there. Then it's just all flat.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like a ceremonial mound type situation. You got a lot of them. There's another mound over there. Right? Interesting. That shit looks like a big ship up there. It's getting windy. Alright, yeah, so take your time out to do some grounding. This is beautiful here. And we'll be right back with you. We're just going to go exploring a little bit more. This is great. You guys got to get out there and enjoy this land. And just enjoy. And you end up looking like this guy. Like a snake. There it is. We'll be back. So, I didn't mention it before, this area is called Calgary. And it's like a conglomerate of mounds on top of each other. So, yeah, it's beautiful. Just beautiful. Remember, we're out west now, so we'll find some stuff when we go into the mountains. Alright, so we just found something he wanted me to see. And we're going to walk on over there and see what it's all about. So let's go. Come on, guys, let's go over here and walk over here and take a look and see what this little circle thing is. And the other thing, like, you know, when I was in Memphis, they have a lot of beautiful mountains over there too. And we did some ceremonies over there. Actually, I had my chief ceremony over there. And much appreciated to the people over there. They were just great people. Just great people. And love Memphis. Love it over there. Love the people. A lot of great things happen over there. Okashinova, they're over there. Chief Shikanash. All the beautiful people over there are great. And yeah, so you know, when we're doing the mountain stuff, you know, you gotta pay attention to everything that they put on the mountains too. It isn't actually there or something that may have been recreated. And this is something that looks like it's been recreated. Kind of like a wheel type ceremony. If anybody knows anything about about circles and stuff like that. So when you step inside of a circle, whatever, that's where you do most of your rituals. And you can get protected, or you can conjure up or bring things up in a circle. And And then once it goes up in that circle, once you conjure it and goes up the circle, if the spell that you put around the circle is strong enough, it shouldn't be able to leave the circle. Now, most of the problem that people have is that they don't know how to conjure up spirits or whatever the things that they're conjuring up. And what they do is that they follow partial directions and they don't create a strong enough spell on the outside. And then they also don't know the conjuring on how to conjure it back from where it came from. So there's always rules to all these kinds of things. And as I always tell people, you know, when the Anunnaki, when they began to start creating a lot of these new human species on this planet, they had to create a whole new spiritual engine for them to be able to survive in. And that is not the same engine that the original indigenous people and the aboriginal people are in. People who have real melanin, you know, it's a totally different, spiritual system we're in. So, you know, when they're conjuring up these things, they're conjuring up under the names of the Anunnaki gods and spiritual realms and stuff like that. So it's a lot of different things that also are able to come in here as well. So, I mean, just in a nutshell. But, you know, this looks like a some sort of a ritual circle, and that's what it probably looks like because it's up on another mound up here. I'll go to the edge over here. It's up on another mound, and on the corner here you can see this, right? You can see how it drops off. So we're on a mound. See how that is? There's a flat plateau, rises up, creates a mound, and then you're in the mound, and then within the mound itself they create, you know, the stuff. So there's a lot of energies around the mounds and stuff like that. So it looks like it's been used fairly recently because the grass around it isn't grown or anything like that. So, well, interesting. All right, but there it is on top of our mound. So, you know, again, we do rituals to make sure that the energy, especially if it's a cross, and you can see that this is a cross type situation, but I don't think a church or anything like that really brought that up here. It's a different type of ritual situation. And you can see that one is straight, one's kind of crooked and edged over and can't come out. So there's a purpose to every line that you see when they're doing things. So I don't want to step in there because I'm not exactly sure what type of energies are in there. So you got to be really careful because then, you know, you don't know what might be able to, you know, get on you. But this is things you got to watch out for in the middle of the wilderness. If there's strange things happening in your neighborhoods and stuff like that, get out there in your little wilderness areas and just start taking a look and see whether or not if they got ritual things that are going on, such as this. I mean, that happened one time when I was living in Roosevelt, New York, and crows are coming everywhere. And I went out. I was working with the fire department then as well. I was the commissioner of the fire department at that time. And we did some investigating out there and found something like this as well, right? Ritual spots. So, yeah, just if things strange are happening in your area, get out there, take a look, see what the rituals areas are, and then put your magic and cancel everything that's going on. Clean it up, right? And that's what we're doing to this earth right now. We're cleaning it up. We got somebody up there right now watching us, seeing exactly what's going on there. But yeah, that's what it is. So, all right, Ron, we're gonna go. We'll finish up our walk here, and that's what it is. So we would like to see who this guy is. See that? See what I mean? There's always strange stuff happening, and we'll take care of it. But I don't really worry about a lot of this stuff too much because I'm a being of light, and my light is stronger than all these other people's of light, and anybody that is attached to us has strong light as well. So that's one thing. You have to know who and what you are as beings of people, know your creation story, and know where you fit in that creation story, and then you can understand what your power is. And that's what it's all about. Really, it's what it's all about. Yep, so this guy, he's also taking pictures of us, and we'll throw a little bit of light on him, and next thing you know, he'll be gone. We're just peaceful people. And that's what it's all about. And that's what it is. So that's the other thing I want to let people know is that always go in doubles. Wherever you're going, you always go in tandem. Don't ever go out anywhere by yourself, really. Always make sure people know who you are, where you are. I mean, have some sort of communication device. So that way you're able to make sure that you're safe until we're able to bring this realm back into the power of the light. And that's our light. That's a life of peace, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of purpose. And right now, there's a lot of darkness and stuff like that going on. But you don't ever have to deal with the darkness. Let the darkness deal with your light and it'll dissipate. And that's what grounding is all about as well. It's about putting those electrons, that power, back into your body. Putting that power back into your body. Getting it really, really, really going really good. So here goes another little mound where we went on. Oh, yeah, no, this is another mound here. This must have been a really sacred area. And I don't know that they did a lot of digging and stuff like that around here. But being that they're not allowing anybody to live over here, it's probably a very powerful place. Very powerful. And we're going to continue our walk and see exactly what's happening. Alright, as we're walking down, now we're seeing some smoke way down there, so it looks like a pretty bad fire going on. Here's one thing, when you get up high and you're on a plateau, you're able to see a lot of stuff everywhere. Right now we're kind of facing the, what do we say, west, north, right?
Yeah.
Not a bad fire. Yeah, it's pretty far away. Yeah. There it does look like, oh. Ooh, that is a bad fire room. Something went up in smoke badly. Looked like it's just getting going too.
Yeah.
Alright. Is that too far away to walk?
Yeah, that's
very far, right? That's getting off our little prescribed plan here though. Alright, well anyway, we're seeing all kinds of stuff today. We'll get back to our little walk here. Our grounding session, because grounding is what it's all about. It's all about not only for today, but every single day of your life. Grounding, grounding, grounding. Every time you see dirt, you just want to take your feet off and stick it in there. And just make sure it's clean dirt, though, you know what I mean? So sticking in dirt and all kinds of anything. But set up an area in your yard. You know, right behind your patio, where you can just kind of walk around and just ground yourself. You know, get a copper rod, get some copper, hammer it into the ground, and make a little plate, sit it in a chair. You can even sit on that, and that will bring electrons into your body too. Yeah, lots of great stuff. Lots of good stuff. All right. Just walking and grounding. It's beautiful. Look at those new trees over there. New tree growth. I don't like it, but alright, well we're coming out. We're coming down the mounds now. Coming down out of the mounds. You can see how high that mound is. This is how you ground. Just beautiful. You probably can't see it on the camera, but there's a little bit of a haze that's developing now from that chemtrail that went by. And you can actually now see it's blending in with another chemtrail that went across it. Oh, sorry about that, it looks like a cross. Anyway, people, that was a good almost half hour. I just wanted to get you guys out here in nature and do a little bit of walking. You know, that's pretty much what we do a lot. Spend a good time. Just want to show you the rocks that they have over here. You know, I'm pretty sure that all those things are displaced from wherever they were. Just a little gully there. These rocks and stuff are probably set up pretty nicely somewhere. Anyway, it goes a long way down, all the way way down, as you can see. Get out. Get out and enjoy the sun. Get out and enjoy the rain. Get out and enjoy the dirt. You know? Get out there and enjoy the grass, trees, and enjoy your Mother Earth. You know? You lose sun gazing too. We haven't talked about that. We'll talk about sun gazing. But yeah, get out there and just enjoy. Just enjoy and have a great time. Well, this is our new one, son. And glad that you guys were able to be with us today to have a little bit of a walk here in the mountains of Calgary here. That's what I'm going to call it. That's pretty much what this is. It's a huge mountain system. But it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Well, guys, have a look at your beautiful land there. Look at that big nice rock over there. There it is. All kinds of roads. Let your road lead to peace. Mahalo, everyone. Great Grand Rising to us all.